hope you're doing amazing today. We're doing really well, thank you. My name is Carolina Fonseca Jimenez. I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace. And as you know, we also interpret dreams. The reason that we do that is because when we interpret our dreams, we connect with our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. So guys, in this video, we're going to interpret 3 of your dreams, and all 3 of these dreamers have one thing in common, and that is that they're either feeling like they're in a different time or that they're in some kind of different dimension. Okay, so we'll get started in just a bit, but before I do that, I want to let you know that like many of you, I'm here at home. Okay, I'm here at home. I'm being safe. I'm washing my hands extra. I am not going anywhere unless I absolutely have to. And with that also comes a little bit of boredom, right? I've been missing interacting with many of my family, with many of my friends. So I'll be doing a little bit more Facebook Lives, okay? I'm going to be doing some of my projects live. So just pop in and say hello. We can have a little conversation. It'll be fun, okay? But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our dream interpretations. Let's start with our first dreamer. Okay, this dreamer says that she is inside of a car, okay? And she's inside of this car and there are 2 men in the car. And all of a sudden she just lights up a match and she sets them on fire, okay? And it kind of freaks her out because she's like, I don't do this. I would never do something like that, right? And guys, just remember this. It's really normal to have dreams where you're doing something that is totally out of character, where you're doing something that is totally dramatic and almost insane for you, okay? It's totally normal, okay? Remember that your dream world is just trying to get your attention, okay? And if you haven't listened to your subconscious in a while, it is going to be dramatic and it is going to be very in your face. So don't worry about it, okay? First things first, look at the dream. And if you're looking at it with too much intensity, with too much energy of fear, let it go for a little bit, okay? Don't work on interpreting it yet. Let yourself be calm before you look at it again, okay? But in this particular dream, the dreamer says that whenever she sets these guys on fire, at first she doesn't feel anything. She's just like setting them on fire, no big deal. It's not until later, whenever they're burning for a little bit, that her human instinct kicks in and she's like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be doing this. This is wrong. This is really, really wrong. So let's talk about that a little bit, because she also says that when she's doing it, she doesn't recognize these men. She doesn't even see their face. She doesn't know who they are, okay? So that actually is kind of, it's kind of a key here, okay? It's really important that she said this because it's letting us know that these 2 men don't actually represent people in her life, okay? These 2 men don't necessarily represent people in her life. Instead, though, these are representations of her inner being, okay? In this dream, though, she's burning these 2 things, these 2 men. They are in a body of a man, right? But it's not actually a person. She doesn't know who it is. There's no emotional connection. She doesn't even think that they're people. Okay, so if that's the case, then it's simply letting us know that there are 2 things about herself at this time that she's really having trouble with. There are 2 things that she really would like to change, would like to literally burn to the ground, okay? So just remember this, okay? What is going on in your waking life where you're feeling like, gosh, I should really change this about myself, or I could really be working on this part of myself? Whatever that is, that's what needs your attention right now, okay? And the reason we know this is because in this dream, you literally just want to burn them. You want to get rid of them. And then another thing that's important to look at here is because you're in a car. So if you're in a car, what do you usually do? You're usually driving, you go down the highway, you're in control, right? You're getting from point A to point B. In this dream, you're not driving. In this dream, you're literally burning 2 things within the car before you can even get on your path, okay? So that is a huge key. That is letting us know that there's something going on internally, okay? 2 internal aspects of yourself that you feel need to change, that you are not okay with anymore, okay? And then going further on this too, we know that this is happening because in your dream, you're saying that you're not really feeling anything for these people, okay? You don't feel any kind of emotional connection to them, but on the contrary, you just know that you want to burn them and you have to get rid of them, okay? So just relax. It's not trying to tell us that you want to burn anything or that you want to harm anyone in any way. No, it's just simply an alert letting us know, okay, there are some things that are going on within us that we need to change. And also, I know that you're working on being a more conscious being, okay? And remember that whenever you're trying to be more conscious, whenever you're working on connecting with yourself, mind, body, spirit, all of that, you become also more sensitive, okay? So with that sensitivity will come alerts like this, okay? Because you no longer want to accept being out of that center, okay? So if your subconscious, if your higher self is noticing that you're getting off track in any shape, way, or form, it is going to alert you. Okay, you're just going to be more sensitive of these things. So the quickest way to get rid of a dream like this, or to grow from this dream, is simply to reflect it inward and find those two things that are really bugging you by yourself, because you're doing great. You're doing great in life, but there are those two things that you're still working on that you want to get past, okay, before you can get back in the driver's seat and be on your way. All right, so just reflect that. What are those two things? Once you figure that out, then you can take action in your waking life, okay? But congratulations, that's actually a really good dream to have, because these alert dreams, even though we wake up and we can be kind of freaked out by them, they're the best kind of dreams, because they're letting us know, hey, something's going on here. This has to change. We need to grow from this, okay? So be thankful for that dream. Thank you for sending it in, dreamer. Okay, our second dream that we have. This particular dreamer says that, okay, he was totally in love in this dream. And I really like this dream because it really helps us see those different dimensions. You know how we talk about in the dream world that everything exists? We talk about the past dreams that show us our past, but also if you believe in past lives, they can show you that too. The present dreams that can be reflected outward and can let us know how we're currently doing, how our subconscious is currently doing. Then we have those future dreams, okay? The dreams that are predicting what could possibly happen, right? But then within the dream world, we also have those dimensions above and the dimensions below. Now remember, if you're going to bed with some really great positive energy, you're going to be in these upper ones. But if you're going to bed and you're feeling kind of like, ooh, negative, you know, kind of bummed out, it'll be those lower ones, okay? But either way, many people believe that within the dream world, you're actually traveling on these various dimensions, okay? And this next dream really features that, and it's really kind of cool because he actually made a connection with this person in his waking life. Let me go ahead and just tell you. Okay, so this guy says that he had a dream where he was in love. I mean, like in love with this girl, okay? And he said that in the dream, it just felt so real, and he was like so profoundly connected to her, and he was like on cloud 9. It was absolutely amazing, okay? He was so happy. But then he woke up, okay? And then when he woke up, he just felt like so sad, like so distraught that she wasn't really here. She wasn't in this life. And he's like so confused. He's like, how is it possible that I'm having a dream about this person that I literally don't know, but I'm having such an emotional connection with her? How is that possible? And this is the crazy part. The crazy part is that this past Saturday, he actually saw this person in his waking life, in his real life. He saw her, but he doesn't know her at all in his waking life. Like, he doesn't know who she is. She is just a stranger to him, right? So it's really kind of interesting because this dream really shows us how we can connect with people in this dream state, okay? That connection continues. So this dream is really amazing to me because yes, in your dream state, you were in love and there were some amazing things that happened, but then you woke up and you're like, oh no, this isn't here. But then the cool thing is that you actually got to meet this person, and even though you don't have this kind of same romantic connection with this person in your waking life, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter because dreams like this, I know that you said that you woke up feeling sad and that you actually went through a moment of depression after this, right, for quite some time. These dreams, though, can be healing, okay? But it all depends on your perspective on how you're looking at it, okay? Let me give you an example. Since you had this dream, you woke up with the sadness and you were like, oh, I don't have this here. Oh, I wish I had her here, but she's not here. You kept saying all of these things that you didn't have, right? But if instead you can refocus your energy and look at this differently and say, wow, I am so thankful that I had this experience. I am so thankful that I was able to love this much, even if it wasn't just a dream. I am so happy that I was able to feel that. Because guess what? It's just a sign that you can feel this much love again. You felt it one time before, you can certainly feel it again. And when you're operating out of all of that loving energy, that is exactly what you're attracting. And that is what we want to do, okay? Now, the cool part too is that you actually got to meet this person in your waking life. Like, you saw her and you knew that you don't know her in this world, but you still remembered her from your dream, okay? And that within itself is amazing because that just lets us know that whenever we're, in this dream state and traveling to these various dimensions, we are connecting with one another. We are connecting with other people. And sometimes we can see them in this waking life, right? It doesn't mean that we're going to fall in love with this person or that, we have to make it work with this person. That's not at all what it's saying, but it's simply just letting you know that those other worlds exist, okay? And if that is how you're feeling, if you're feeling that you met this person on these other dimensions, then that is your reality and that is fine, right? Remember, guys, that whenever we're practicing dream interpretation and whenever we're looking at our dreams, you have to go with what you're feeling, okay? You have got to go with what you're feeling. If you are feeling that this is you in another dimension, so be it. That's what it is, right? All that is simply is that you're going to bed and you're literally looking out of a different window and you're accessing information from there. Just like you can go to a different window and access like a different line of information from that one. Okay, there's nothing wrong about that. You just have to go with what you're really feeling, because see, a lot of the time we know what our dreams are telling us. We know that, so for this particular dream, you probably already know that you can experience this much love in your waking life. You probably already know that this dream can be very healing to you, and that is what you should learn from it, right? But oftentimes we operate out of fear and we're like, oh, that can't be it because X, Y, or Z. That can't be it because of this, this, and that. We start giving excuses, right? We start giving excuses about why this can't be, why that can't be, against what you're really feeling. Okay, so the dream world is a great place to practice that, to practice just knowing what you're feeling, accepting what you're feeling, and going with that feeling. Okay, it's the perfect place to practice that. So if you look at your dream that way and you can instead be thankful and grateful that you had this kind of dream, guess what? That is the kind of energy you're going to attract. You're going to attract gratitude and you're going to attract loving energy. So simply look at it like that and accept it as a loving dream. All right, there's nothing else that you need to do except for be thankful that this dream is here to heal you. It's letting you know love is possible. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to live with depression every single day. Love is possible, and the dream is literally letting you know that. And if you need a bigger sign, you literally saw the person face to face last Saturday. So I mean, what more do you need? Your dream world and this waking world is letting you know there is love for you out there. And it's letting you know time and time again, just accept it. Okay, I send you loving energy. Thank you for sharing your dream with us. All right, and let's move on to our third dreamer. This dreamer says that she's having a dream of her ex, okay? And she said that in this dream, he is like being terrible to her. He is being like so mean to her and just offending her and almost trying to hurt her physically at some points within the dream. But she keeps on sticking around. She wants to know why he's there, and she keeps on wanting to just see more of him, right? And then when she wakes up, she's feeling bad about it. She's like, why am I still dreaming about him? Does it mean that I need to talk to him? Does it mean that we need to have a relationship again? What does it mean? So guys, remember that I'm always here to guide you through your dream. But in this dream, it sounds, from what you're telling us, you actually say that you're feeling bad. You're feeling bad because he's treating you badly. Okay, he's treating you badly, all of these things. But you know what? The bottom line here is that you're allowing him to treat you badly. Remember that in your dream state, you have all the power. If you want to change things, you can. If you want to completely delete him out of your dream state, you can. If you want to be like our first dreamer and burn those two things to the ground, you can do that. I mean, literally, your dream world is your creation, okay? In your dream world, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. But in this particular dream, you didn't do that. In this particular dream, your ex is there and you're allowing him to offend you. You're allowing him to hurt you, okay? Bigger thing here too is letting us know that you're giving your power away, okay? You are putting a lot of emotional energy into this person that is part of your past. Okay, and you're waking up feeling bad about it. You're feeling bad about it, and then you're questioning, oh, should I go back to him? That simply is a sign of dependency there, okay? He's hurting you in the dream, he is being awful to you, and all of these things, and then you wake up and you question, should you go back? Okay, it'd be different if you had a dream of him with loving energy, where you all were happy, where you all were doing some amazing things. That would make sense to wake up and say, wow, maybe I should go back. That makes a lot of sense. But if he's hurting you in your dream and you're questioning, should you go back? That is really important. That is really important because that is showing us a sign of dependency there. And it's also showing us a sign that that you're accepting that treatment. Okay, you're accepting that treatment and you're tired of it. You know, your inner self is tired of it, right? That's why you're still viewing him in such a light. You're still viewing him like he can hurt you, like he can do things to you. That's why you're still allowing him to hold a space in your dream state, okay? So now that you're awake and you can look at it with clear eyes and see, wow, in my dream, I'm still allowing him to do this. In my dream, I'm still allowing him to say such and such to me, okay? Now me being awake, I have to look at that and I have to look at it with loving eyes and say, you know what, that's okay. I get that this is where I'm at still. I get that I'm here still. I get that I'm giving him a lot of emotional power over me, okay? I get that that's what I'm doing, but I don't have to. Okay, I don't have to. I can change that at any moment that I want, all right? And that is really what the dream is letting you know, because you're looking at this ex and he's treating you badly and all of these things, and yet you're still questioning, should you go back? okay? Reflect that outward. If that is how you're feeling right now, your dream is letting you know, hey, if you go back, that is all that's going to be there for you. That is all that you know of him. That is the way that he's going to treat you, okay? So simply just accept it as it is. Accept it as it is. Send him loving energy and allow him to be in your past. Allow him to stay back there because you have got to grow, okay? There's a lot of growing that you need to do internally. You can start by just being more active within your dream state. Next time that you do see him within your dream state and he's trying to hurt you, actively try to delete him out, actively move away, actively remove yourself from the situation or remove him, whatever you can do. But the practice has to begin, okay? Because you need to take your power back at this point, okay? It's all about that. It's all about taking your power back at this point and not allowing this person to control you anymore. He's not even in your life anymore and you're giving him all of this emotional power, you see? So this dream is actually wonderful because it's letting you know, hey, it's time to change, right? It's time to change. It's time to get that power back for myself. Allow him to stay in the past. And you know what? The last thing I'll say about that is also that there's something that you didn't learn within this relationship, okay? That is also why he's showing back up. There's something that wasn't learned here. So go ahead and look at it for what it is. With loving eyes, look at it for what it is. Look at it for how it was when you were with him. Okay, just be really blunt about it. Okay, know that you still love him as an individual and as a person, but just because you love someone doesn't mean that you have to allow them to treat you poorly. Okay, remember that you have to love yourself first in order to love other people. So if you're not loving yourself enough to say, you know what, this person doesn't want the best for me, I need to let it go. If I can't let go for my own good, then there's a lot of work I need to do in here. Okay, so continue to work on that. If you want, we can do a one-on-one later to talk about this a little bit deeper. I'd be happy to do that. But anyways, guys, those are our 3 dreams for today. Thank you so much for sharing them with us. It always helps us connect on a more profound level. And just know that I'm going to be doing more Facebook Lives, so come on by. We'll have like chit chat. We'll say hello. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what it is that you're doing to help pass the time. Okay, what are you doing at home? How are you staying positive and creative? What is it that you've got going on? Okay, share that with me. And guys, I send you a big hug. I send you love, unity, and peace, and we will be in contact. Okay, bye everyone.